Hi guys, and welcome to this video. Thank you for tuning into Cooper's Keys. In this video I want to explain how to play Because of Who You Are as arranged by Johan Kim. So let's begin. It starts off in the key of G. It's in the key of G, so I meant to say it starts off with the chord G, with a G chord. So we have a G chord, it's going to be a G2, right? So this is the one chord in the song and the first chord in the song, and then it's followed by this monstrous chord here, which is a C9 sharp 11 at 13. Whoa, that sounds complicated. It sounds complicated, but really and truly the way to implement this chord, and it will crop up a few times, so let's just break it down. What we have here is a C chord, right? A standard C chord. The 9 is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then let's go 10 11, right? But it's 11 sharp 11, C sharp, F sharp, sorry. 12 13, which is going to be an A. Okay, that's the chord itself, basic chord itself. Now you could, if you look closely here, I just have a C major triad without the E, and then I have a D major triad. And what's the relationship between C and D? Well, D is a tone away from C, right? One tone away from C. Half step, and then we have a D major chord. So all I'm doing is really straddling a triad, right? So you could do this in any key. Let's say I was from any note, shall I say. If I was on B flat and I wanted to play the 9 sharp 11 at 13, then I just have to think a tone away from that would be C, right? Great power. If I was in G, F. Yeah, anyway, so let's go back over one chord. The reason why we end up here anyway is because of the melody note. The song itself is progressing from 1 4, but the melody itself it's on this F sharp. One more thing you'll find is that with this 9 sharp 11 13 chord is that it usually occurs on the 4 chord of whatever key you're in. You find it very prevalent, and I can think of a number of gospel songs that do the same thing and use that chord there. So anyway, that was a quick brief overview of that, but let's carry on. So we have a G. Now I just add that myself, but really it's and then we come to this chord here. So this is a B minor chord, but it's with a flat 5, right? So it's a B minor chord. You could think of it as almost a diminished chord, right? It's without the diminished 7th though. It's just the B chord down here. B, the B minor, 5, except we're playing a flat 5. Okay. And the 7, like a dominant 7 instead of the diminished 7. Sorry to be spending so much time just in the first 3 chords. We'll go a bit faster as we go along, but I want to spell all the chords out to begin with, and then since they repeat throughout the song, then we could go a bit quicker. But let's get used to knowing what the chords are from the beginning. We have a G, okay. That's that flat 5 chord. Now, before I go into this next turnaround, right, I just want to explain what's happening. So, I give you glory. That's the end. Now we have a few chords, like a turnaround section. E, A, D, G. What do you notice about those chords? the roll going around a circle of fourths. So the roll a fourth away. So we have E. A is a fourth away from E, and a fourth away from A would be D, and a fourth away from D would be G. So it makes sense. Like we go around, and then we're back to the 1, which is a fourth away. 4, 4, 4. And it just fits better. But the exact chords used here is, we have a bit of dissonance here because he uses the uses an E here, which is a E chord, an E7 chord with a sharp 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sharp 9, right? An E7. And then for the A, he has this little movement going on here. D chord, and back to the 1. So what we have is 4, 4, 1. Okay, so that's what's basically happening. But the exact chord then would be, it's gonna be that E7. That's for the A. For the D, to the 1. Alright, okay, let's go to the next line. Okay, so what's happening here? Essentially what's happening here is, once we've landed on the 1, standard stuff, we've covered all of this. Walk down to D chord, right? Instead of going to the 5, so sounds much more connected when we just realize that we can invert that 5 and play it just down a semitone. E minor. Now what's happening here is we have the melody note change. That's I give you praise. Except it's accompanied by diminished chords. You could do that in your song, and it's a common trope in gospel as well, where you have a melody. You could play the melody just plain and simple, or you could accompany that same melody with diminished chords. So you take the top note and then play whatever diminished chord would be following underneath that. I don't know, just try it out in some of your, I don't know, if you're playing something like that, you might. So it's a similar thing. It's just adding more color. So to the 5, and then we have this chord here, which is adding some tension. So we're walking down, right? So, or we're rather going from a semitone below to the C, right? 5. It's melodic more than anything. I'm listening to it going down, but some people may listen to the bass going, I don't know, whatever the case is. Then we get into a C major 7 again. So what is this here? I don't know if you've ever heard a movement that moves like yeah, it's one of those things that again you just hear in gospel so much. I think I first heard it on a Marvin Sapp album where they had an instrumental section, and that's all they were doing essentially. It just gives that internal melody or that internal feel as the song is progressing forth. There's something inside happening, and it's good for a string section as well. I think kind of a string section movement too. So it's a similar thing. So it's like a C, that internal melody. Okay, so this is a repeat of the not a repeat, but this is happening again. This is that 9 sharp 11 13 chord, right? Which I'm just gonna call it C sharp 11, right? And then the rest is sort of implied. From now on, I'll just refer to it as. So and then there's a 7-3-6 movement here. Well, commonly thought of as a 7-3-6. This is where you put your 7-3-6. That's the 7. Seven, 3, 6, right? Then it walks down to the sharp 5. That's how anyone else would play the song. I think that's the natural or the common way the song goes. So this time we have that's for the 7. For the 7 it's an F sharp minor 7, right? And then he's going down a semitone with the bass because he's gonna walk into the 3, which is just a tone away. So it's gonna be right. But at the same time, that's what's happening really. Just in a different way, voiced differently. Using the F7, something you can use as well in your 7-3-6 movement. Next time you come across a 7-3-6, whatever. F7 to an E minor 11. And then it's just gonna walk down. Now it's gonna. Okay, so just recap that real quickly. So we walked up with diminished chords. Oh no, sorry, it's a B. Because of who you are. And here, 7-3-6. So again, it's another 7-3-3-6 right there. Okay, so once we walk down to the A minor. Sorry, that's incorrect. The 7-3-6 is going to be here, and F sharp minor 7 to a B major chord, right, which is our 3. So right there we have 2 ways of playing the 7-3-6. We have this chord here, and then now we did. Let's say same movement pretty much, okay. And then to walk down to the, which is the +2, right? We're going to do it this way instead. Sounds like a movie, right? I say sound like something I've heard in a Disney show or something. Okay, so let me explain that one. The movement is basically the same. I think it's just the part where he goes into the A13. So we have a what's happening here is basically once we, I think you followed me up to here, D to the 1. Well, not quite. Instead we go, we're going to loop around, which is a C sharp minor 7, flat 5. So essentially what's happening here, we're going from a C sharp and then it's ending it there, which is like a weird 5 and alright, okay, so the movement is going to be for the C minor, and then that's how we're going to end it there. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there and then do another part very soon. So that's the first part of the song, from the beginning to the verse. So let's do an accuracy check, and let's just play it along with him. C, right? E, 4th, D. A minor, D, 9/10 on melody, right? 7/3/6 movement here. It's gonna come again. See you guys in another video. Thank you for watching.